So let's ask Spirit here, what is coming for Melanie and Sincere when they're out of the villa? Ooh, girl. Okay. So I have been watching the show along with the both of along with everyone. And um okay. Let's have a conversation, y'all. I've been watching the show along with everyone, and I've been seeing the ways that, Sincere has been treating Melanie. I've been seeing the ways that she's been settling when it comes to just accepting his behavior, saying this nigga's a good man, when he hasn't really shown her or the viewers really that he's a good man. He's just shown us that he's not as bad or he's just the same as the rest of them. But yeah, we have the devil and we have the King of Pentacles. This is giving struggle love, you guys. This is giving a struggle love. I know y'all, y'all saying Casey and TT are the struggle love contenders, but it's really gonna be Melanie and Sincere. When I tell you that this man is gonna drag her through the mud, there is going to be some kind of scandal that is unearthed when they come out of the villa. Bear in mind, you guys, multiple women have come out to say that, like, oh, Sincere was stringing them along. He was gonna see this one while making plans to see the other. There's more of these women, and some of them are keeping quiet. Some of them he's keeping on the roster for after Love Island, okay? Melanie is not gonna be his first choice. Melanie is not going to be who she thinks she will be when it comes to the hierarchy of women in his life. Melanie feels like she's gonna be chose. Baby, we have the Five of Swords. He's going to disappoint her when it comes to defending her from a lot of the criticism that she will face out of the villa, and I do see her facing a lot of criticism. What Melanie is going through with this man is a lesson in teaching her her self-worth, right? We have the Empress falling through with the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. And this lets you know that as a woman especially, your self-worth is called into question, right? Realizing that you don't have to perform love in order to receive love. A man should just love you because he loves you. He should not love you for what you do for him. And Sincere is the kind of man to ask Melanie of things. He's the kind of man to want Melanie to do things for him, to justify his love to her, to justify him treating her right, because he's gonna tell her, whether that be in front of the cameras or behind closed doors, that, baby, I have other women that could do this for me. He's gonna tell her that. He's gonna tell her that, and she's gonna have to sit with that realization and realize that a man who is not willing to treat her as the prize and only the prize, she can never amount to what he wants her to be, because she's gonna keep trying, right? And he's gonna keep moving the goalpost. That's how it works with these kind of men. They keep you on a leash. They keep you wanting to try hard to secure their love. They tell you or they expect you to just be nurturing with the Empress here, to just be soft with them, and then they act hot and cold, right? They know how to emotionally manipulate you to where they start to string you along emotionally. They start to breadcrumb you. They start to reward you when they feel like you are acting in the ways that they want, and they punish you by withholding affection and being weird when they feel like they're not getting what they want from you. This is a form of mental conditioning, and she's going to learn this the hard way, going through this with Sincere, because she's stubborn. Melanie is stubborn. I do see her being able to grow. I do see her being able to learn from this. I see her being able to realize her self-worth, come out of this realizing who she really is and the worth that she brings to the table as a woman, as an individual. I see her learning that she does not need to perform love to receive love, right? I see her learning her self-worth, and that she shouldn't just give so much of herself or be so blindly trusting in order to be able to keep a man, right? We have the Four of Pentacles out of the villa. Melanie might she might go through a period in time where she is a little bit reserved, a little bit quiet and shy into herself. Four of Pentacles talks about getting her life in order in some kind of sense, okay? She's gonna feel a little bit more reserved. She's gonna feel a little bit shy, and she might retreat in her shell for a little bit, partly because she might feel insecure and she might not feel as stable in her relationship as she initially thought, okay? Now, however, I do see that she's gonna learn through whatever heartbreak that she goes through. I feel like she might try to deal with this heartbreak in private and not in public. So again, she might go through like a period or periods where we don't really hear from her that much, or we don't see her that much. We might see her, but we might not know what is going on emotionally in her life. She might keep that aspect of her private life to herself. Ultimately, I do see Melanie learning. I see her growing into being a stronger woman, into being a woman that is more secure. Do I see her staying with Sincere? Fuck no. Not in the long term. She might stay with him for a brief period of time. She might have an on again, off again relationship with him until she learns her self-worth and until she actually goes through something that is a deal breaker for her. But she's not going to end up with him because he is not ready for the kind of love that she has to give, okay? She's not perfect, right? She is a little bit immature in certain ways, but she is learning. We need to give women grace. We need to give women of color, especially Latina women. We need to give ourselves grace, okay? A lot of times, you know, the households we come from, the kind of relationships we see being fostered around us, the kind of relationships that we are, you know, like conditioned to accept is not the best or healthiest. And we are undoing a lot of generational curses and we are undoing a lot of generational trauma. So please be patient with this girl, y'all. I know you might feel like, oh, well, you know, she should see it. Like, it's so fucking obvious. Let her live her life. She's gonna learn from this. She's gonna learn to be secure as a woman. She's going to learn the lessons that she is going to be able to take on in the future and choose and do better by her. Okay?